Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Silksong. This is episode 23, and we finished off last episode by surviving this absolutely insane gauntlet room at the end of the High Halls, and we did obtain the second part of our threefold melody, the Conductor's Melody, obtained from Conductor Ballador, who is not in the best of conditions, as is, and it maybe is reflective of the state of the Citadel overall. But yeah, we are making some strides. We also got our hands on pale oil finally, and we upgraded our needle, which has been a big help. And yeah, I think we are at the point now where I do want to do some large-scale backtracking once again. We have a double jump now, and I really want to go through each of these previous areas to look for. We've got quite a few places that we've just marked on our own already, but there could be other things that I have overlooked or missed that I want to give another perusal of each of these zones for. Who knows what interactions there are with NPCs or other fun things that we might find. So that's what we're going to do today. I think we'll get started here. I've equipped the Wanderer's Crest, and we're going to be trying to refill our shell shard stock, as well as pick up some rosaries, because we do need to buy a simple key at some point, but I'm not going to... We do know now that there is this place to use a simple key right next to us here in the High Halls, but I'm not going to do that right away because we're going to be doing backtracking, and rather than dipping into, like, I probably could afford that simple key if we popped every or most of our rosaries here, but if we're going to be backtracking and just naturally killing enemies as we're exploring, then we might as well just kind of pick up the rosaries that we get while exploring, and then we can keep some of our rosaries stashed away. That's what I love to do. I love to hoard as much as possible. So you end the game with this big old giant stash of rosaries that you never used. That's the ultimate goal here. We've got quite a few different quest items, like the Seeker's Soul and the Psalm Cylinder. Some of these, like the Cogwork Heart piece, I think I know what this or where this is used once we get more Cog Heart pieces, but I really don't know about the Seeker's Soul or the Psalm Cylinder. We're going to have to see if maybe those might turn up, or where we're supposed to use those might turn up in our explorations. So let's start by going back to the Songclave, and we'll make our way to the Songclave, as well as Bellheart, as well as Bellbottom, because we want to do the NPC sweep. We'll start off with an NPC sweep here, at least at our hub areas, and just see what updates there might be. I don't expect there to be too much updates, if any at all, but we'll check and see here. We did rescue Sherma last time from the White Ward, and so there's nothing new with Sherma.
Not a miss.
Ooh, it does look like there's a new wish on the wish wall, so we'll be checking that out here in a moment. This sounds new. This is actually new caretaker dialogue. You keep it all that helping, you're gonna start inspiring it in others. Best you think serious about what effect you might be causing, Bellringer. You don't want to be doing too much inspiralization. What am I saying? I was trying to make up a word here and be funny, but you don't want to be inspiring too many folks here at the Bug Citadel. Too much hope could prove a dangerous thing, especially for all these bugs starved so long of it. Is that a new exhausted dialogue? No, it was just a, he still has the same exhausted dialogue, but all right, sure. Hornet didn't have anything to say about that. Like, I'll do as much inspiring as I want. Don't tell me what to do. Well, so much for, if I wanted to get my hands on a simple key, I guess I'm not, even if I wanted to, because Jubilana's not here. Is that what this wish is going to be about? No. Jubilana is lost again? Our dear merchant left to scavenge treasures from the Citadel's memoriam. Oh, we poked our heads into the memoriam ever so briefly, and perhaps that triggered Jubilana to go getting lost again. Oh, shit. She's been gone far too long. Please make sure she's safe. All right. Okay, well, that's good. You know, we weren't planning on buying a simple key anyways, so we'll have to make our way. I was thinking I might make my way into the memoriam before I explored the last section, or the last section of the Citadel that has the last part of the threefold melody. I was thinking I might go into the memoriam first before doing that. So we'll see about that, but we got some backtracking to do first. This other quest, there's a second one, the Wailing Mother, residents of Songclave. Horrible cries have been heard from that prison beside the Citadel. Oh, the slab. What profanities must be happening within to cause such awful sound? Okay, we might have heard this before. There's been a few different places throughout the game where we've heard some strange wailings or howlings or other NPC sounds, and I feel like one of them might have been in the slab, but I do not specifically remember. Okay, there we go. So quests picked up. This is why we revisit, because not only do we get new interactions from NPCs, but we get new quests. So let's check in let's go to the Grand Bellway and make our way to Bellheart. We gotta rescue Jubilana, huh? She's just that kind of a merchant. You know, she can't stay. Some people, you know, they don't want to keep cooped up. They want to hit the road, get out and adventure. But that does mean that, you know, they might get into some trouble that we have to bail them out from. We should check with the delivery bugs, our courier buddies, to see if there's any new delivery quests that we would be interested in doing. Oh, you can actually grab on there, huh? No double jump secret there, it seems. Let's chat with the pawn catcher here before you head out. I think this is the same dialogue as before. Yep, okay. Exhausted dialogue. No new quests, it looks like. Here in Bellheart, anything new from Frey? Looks like this is the same. All right, okay. And Pavo as well. Good, good, good. We have not picked up any new relics in a long time, which I'm a little surprised about. So we have nothing to turn into the Relic Seeker. Many new... We haven't made the Songclave supplies, technically. That could be one thing that... I have to admit... Okay, so we made... We made the delivery... Couple thoughts here. I do want to do the Songclave quest at least once, but that's gonna be a little bit harrowing. I'm sure we can get it done though. But also, I did realize after we did the delivery quest down to Farfields and Pilgrim's Rest, I did not actually like zone out and zone back in, or maybe save and quit and reload the game. That might have been one thing to try, just to see if there was new stock or new items added that you had to actually like reload the game or some other thing in order to get that to trigger. So we might check in at that vendor once again, just to make sure I didn't miss any new items there. But otherwise, no new super interesting delivery quests. We shouldn't have anything new with the Relic Seeker, I wouldn't expect. Oh, never mind. The cylinder is a relic. Oh. Did I... Hold on a second here. Oh, okay. I skipped over the Relic Seeker dialogue there because I just thought it was the normal dialogue that you get when you try to turn in a relic, but Hornet actually has dialogue here. Forgive me for not reading the Relic Seeker's line, but the Relic Seeker's clearly interested in the Psalm Cylinder. But Hornet says, I will not turn it over, Seeker. To extract what knowledge it holds, this cylinder requires a listening device, one you do not possess. If it were passed, whatever secrets it contains would remain forever hidden from us both. If it will not speak to me, I do not want it. Don't trouble me until you have something worth my taking. That's, I was not expecting her to be interested in the Psalm Cylinder. Yeah, it did not have the same text that we had before, right? The usual text of somebody who's interested in the history of the kingdom or interested in relics will want this. That's not... this is... We're supposed to play this somewhere in the Citadel. But it's fascinating that the Relic Seeker was... She wants us to keep her posted, I think. Keep her posted on the... on whatever Psalm Cylinder updates we get. Also, quickly just reviewing the notes on the relics that we have turned in. This Weaver effigy is still very interesting. The history of the Weavers. I definitely want to do... I want to do at some point a much more thorough notes review to make sure that I'm absorbing all of these details as much as possible. Let's fill up on Silk here. Fill up on Silk, and we're using the... We had a lot of fun with the Architect's Crest last time, and we will go back to the Architect's Crest eventually. But I kind of need some shell shards. I don't really need access to 3 different tools if I can't even really cast any of them because I'm out of shell shards. We do also need to track down Chakra, right? We have a quest to track Chakra down in Bilewater, but that might wait for a little while because I'm not anxious to go back to Bilewater. We shall see how things go. Let's head back to Bellbottom, check in on Flick. But it does, you really get the sense as the game has progressed, the way that Bellbottom has essentially been abandoned. We also haven't tracked down Pilby. We've never tracked down Pilby. Where has Pilby gone? But Bellbottom is essentially empty. And there's nothing new from Flick. Flick is forever our friend, regardless of what happens because of our wonderful Hornet statuette. Forever friends with Flick. Even if Bonebottom has outlived its usefulness, at least as a most pilgrims are no longer... There are no pilgrims there anymore. They've all headed upward. Supposedly. Let's go to the Weave Nest. Next stop, Weave Nest, because it's been a while since we've checked in with Eva. And I would imagine... Well, I'm hoping. I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping that there's another upgrade for us to get from Eva. And if I remember correctly, we go down here, right? I would think that there would be at least one more upgrade from Eva. And that is not the case. At least not yet. She is not ready for us. Her dialogue suggests that there would be another upgrade. So maybe that... I don't know. Don't tell me yet what the criteria is supposed to be for this upgrade. If there is one. Don't tell me whether there is an upgrade. Like, just don't tell me anything yet. But I'm guessing... Do we really just have one more? One more memory locket to find. Assuming that there's no more crests. I kind of feel like there's no more crests, but who knows? But I would think that... Yeah, I thought that by unlocking all these other memory locket slots, charm slots, that she would have been... That would have been a trigger to get this next upgrade. But maybe you gotta unlock them all. If that is even what she's looking at. I don't know what criteria you need to satisfy to get Eva interested. Let's also just quickly check my one little marker here that I have. That I had wondered if there was a double jump spot here. There is! I was right. Oh my god, that is such a cleverly hidden one. Because you don't really, you know, until you get a double jump, you can't tell for sure. You can't tell until you actually have the double jump. Wow. This game. How many of those spots like that? I happened to see this one when we were first here, or maybe when I was backtracking. I'm not sure when I first noted that as a potential secret, but how many others of these have I not noticed? It's the beauty of Hollow Knight. Okay, so another secret part of the weave nest here, and we have a new charm, Snare Setter. It is a new tool. Trap setting tool of the weavers lays a silk rune that ignites when foes come into contact. Uses shell canisters and the wielder's own silk. So you have to spend shell shards and your own silk. And of course we have to be at a bench. Wow, another new tool. Holy crap. We still have like what, 3 other tools to pick up? We've got the one from the Cauldron and the 12th Architect. We need craft metal. We've got one for the Forge Daughter to fix that we also need craft metal for. There's this one way up in Mount Fay that we also need craft metal for. And there's one in the Citadel as well, isn't there? Was it here? I think it was here that we also need craft metal for. Holy crap, man. So many tools. So many tools. It's really amazing. The breadth of the arsenal that they've given Hornet. But we need to get to a bench so we can try this. Cool. We found our first double jump secret of the day. Where is the bench here? The bench is down here. Quickly go to this bench. And now the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to have shell shards to actually do. Okay, it's given us 8 to begin with. So we just need to find an enemy to actually try this on. Where's a good candidate here? It sounds like the kind of trap that's going to be... Okay, this is the enemy that I was thinking of. So... Say what? Huh? Did that work? Okay, I had to hold it down. I had to hold it down. So... That... Okay. I see now. So it takes a moment for it to trigger, I think. So it would have been better for us to... Oh, those die in one hit. It would have been better for us to put it here, I think. So he would roll... It's not the right button. You gotta go down. Down in RB. Hold on. We'll get this. We'll get this. So I have to hold it down, I think. That is... Wait a second. I was pressing down there, and that's not the right button. You're supposed to press up. I'm thinking down because I put the trap down on the ground. The button is up. Hello. Okay, let's try this again here. Okay, it basically just is a big explosion. Okay, for some reason I was thinking it would like explode. Well, no, I mean not explode. That's what it does. It explodes. I was thinking it might trap the enemy. It felt like sort of like a prison stasis chamber, but that's not what it says it does, right? It ignites when foes come into contact. Interesting. I don't know if I immediately am a big fan of this one, just because it also requires silk. I feel like, and also you have to, it has to set in the ground, and then the enemy has to, like that enemy when it first rolled, it rolled right past, and it like exploded way after the enemy was past it, right? So if it's a fast enemy, they may not even come into contact with it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is one that I'm gonna like. I don't know, man. We'll find out. Okay, first new secret has been found, though, and now the backtracking begins. Now I will be making my way through, starting here in the weave nest, and going back through bell bottom and just every single zone, more or less. And we'll see what we run into today. Our first actual double jump marker in these early zones. I don't know. I don't really have one for at least the lower portion of the map. The first double jump marker that I have is up here in the wormways right here. So that could be one that we start with, because I was kind of thinking maybe let's do that actually. Let's go but I have the bench here now that I benched at. So I'm going to start. Let me backtrack these lower areas and we'll see what we find. And then we'll progress our way slowly up to maybe this, this marker here on the map. It's not in the wormways, actually. It's in the blasted steppes. We'll see how things go. The backtracking begins. I just realized I don't think we have done Eva's Silksong. At least I don't recall us doing that. I don't have it in my notes. So let's get that. Because certainly there must be, right? Our silken sight, this life confined, our senses limits. What worlds beyond? This form so fragile. What worlds beyond? Our senses limits. This life confined. I'm not sure if she's referring to specifically her state, this shell of iron, as in the prison that she's kept in, or if she's referring to the overall state of the Weavers and the limits of their perception in this world, our silken sight. What worlds beyond? It's almost like they were thinking about, I don't know, reaching out to other dimensions or something. This is definitely one of the more cryptic Silksongs, and I'm glad I came back for it. This is one of those things that I'm going to be trying to take note. We've had so many different enemies and maybe even NPCs that I've missed the Silksongs for, so that's going to be another agenda. Part of my agenda today is trying to make sure that I'm collecting as much of these lore tidbits as possible. Have we gotten this little guy's Silksong before? Can we? Can we? Some of them are really tricky to get. Some of them are really tricky to get without getting your head fucking bonked on. Shit. I don't know if you can. I don't think it's possible with this guy. Unless I got him down here. Aha! That's how we do it. You gotta dislocate them. Our caves, our darkness, to hide, to nest, to live. Our darkness, always ours. To hide, to nest, to live. As per usual, like with most enemies, like it's not the most illuminating Silksong ever. But I like getting all the flavor. I just like it, man. You can also get the Silksong from these little skull wings. There is a platform here to get one of them, but it's basically the same as all the other skull enemies that we've seen so far. Basically, all the enemies that are in the same family, more or less, do get kind of the same Silksong from what we've seen. But then, while I was down here, I just decided to go ahead and fill out both of these journal entries for the Fairlid Diver. A smart hunter learns to wait long in ambush, always ready to strike the first blow. Hornet is an admirer of the Fairlid Diver, I think. And then if we scroll all the way up to the top, I wish I had like a quicker scroll option with my right trigger buttons or anything like that. But we go with the old school regular scroll. At the Skull Wing, such feeble creatures could only survive thanks to the rarity of predators in these superheated caverns. They may appear somewhere else in the game, but I wasn't sure, and I thought, you know what, maybe I'm probably not gonna come back here again. There's probably a good chance that there's, as far as I can tell, there's nothing else to find down here, so this might be the only time that we ever come across these guys in the rest of the game, and might as well fill out that journal entry. while I bonk on while I bonk on ceilings here in attempting to do my double jump. So there we go. Now, something I had been meaning to try and I've sort of been forgetting is using this ability that I'm still not sure exactly what it does, but Hornet flexing or posing her Garama, which I did realize you can actually press down R3 in addition to this special M2 button that I've got on my controller. But anyway, regardless, the Moss Druid does react to this, I guess, sort of, but it doesn't actually prompt any new dialogue. It just gets like a little laugh out of her. So, does this do anything when you're near enemies? Have I tried this on any enemies at all? And should I? It doesn't seem to have any effect. Although it did, I guess it did hit him just now. Did it actually do a little damage? It does seem like it's hitting the enemy, but it's not doing very much. So, still kind of a head scratcher. I'll keep experimenting and seeing what this might net me, but definitely confused so far as to its utility. Okay, we've still got this mysterious face over here that I feel like we should be able to interact with somehow. I don't suppose it would react to this. No. I'm guessing that this is just a taunt. Hornet just, you know, she's able to... She's just able to do a little bit of a fun hunter pose, but I don't think it actually has any effect on anybody now, or anything. Now, we've tried the Needle-In before, so the Needle-In won't have any effect. What about the Sharp Dart? No. How could I possibly interact with this? And maybe there's nothing to do, right? Maybe I'm looking for a secret where there is none. But I have a feeling we should be able to do something here. I just don't know what it is. I think I will go ahead and give a couple more tries to this target practice game while we're here in the Marrow. It feels like we're only gonna get rosaries out of this, but I kind of want to see if there's more to it than that, and also just see what kind of PB I can get. So we'll spend a little time here going for some target practice, you know? See how things go. Watch me miss the very first one. Very first one. Whiff. Because it's tough. You only get the one miss, and that's all there is to it. There's drama. Drama at every turn. Oh my god. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. It's just the one miss. I already was getting... I don't even know how far we got. I wish it would tell you how many targets you hit. You get 21 rosaries, but I don't think that means you hit 21 targets. I'll have to look at the footage and see, but I don't think we even got very far there. Didn't even get all that far, but I was already starting to feel a little bit of like, okay, I have done this before. Let's try to hurry up and get a move along, but you know, you're running the risk there that you're not going to be as accurate. Okay, I think this is the one we missed last time, I think. Try to go a little bit more, be a little bit more patient on that one. Yeah, I'm getting anxious already. I'm getting like, oh, let's hurry this up. Let's hurry this up. I've done this before. Don't let it get to you. Stay patient. Stay focused. Okay, back up to 25. See if we can keep this going. Keep it going a little bit farther this time. If we can time things appropriately. Like, there's really not a wide deviation of the pattern here. It's like either you're following a very similar orbit or you're swapping between 3 different locations. Like, this is really... So far, there haven't been major curveballs. It's just a matter of can you be patient enough? Like, I guess maybe it is speeding up a little bit. We are getting a little bit of a velocity increase here. Up to 35 now. But otherwise, not too drastic. I almost like the fact that it's moving a little faster. I say that now. But it makes it a little bit... I don't know. Famous last words, but it feels like it's a little bit easier. Ooh, that was close. Okay, up to big 4-0. Up to the big 4-0. That is definitely a PB. Pretty sure. Now, this one feels like this is the hardest one. Because there's no... It is wavering quite a bit. This little guy is wavering quite a bit in terms of... Oh boy, yeah, that was definitely the most nerve-wracking. If you're just moving up and down, I feel like that one is one of the easiest to get. This one here, we're gonna have to meet it out front. Oh, that was close. We're coming close on some of these. No! Ooh, I thought I was too late. I thought I was too late. This is getting up there. Now we're starting to get a little bit. Oi, oi, oi. Starting to feel a little bit more nervous. Don't let the nerves get to you, though. Don't let them get to you. Okay, up past 50. We're hanging in there. How far can we go? How far can we make it? Okay, now, okay, this is where I was expecting it to go, like, once we got past 25. I thought they would ramp it up to this speed a lot sooner. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yeesh. I'm trying to always hit it, like, at the bottom, but it's getting fast enough now where it's a little bit on the tough side. There it is. There it is. I wish it would keep your... We were somewhere in the 50s, but I don't see exactly what it was. But that's definitely a new PB, and maybe one that I'll stick with here. Let's see how many rosaries we get. Quite a lot of targets struck and quite a lot of rosaries earned. Our Lady never fails to impress us. 150 rosaries. There you go. Okay, making it up past 50. Making it up past 50 feels like a pretty significant marker, but who knows? Like, there could still be something, like, if you really wanted to dedicate yourself to getting up to, like, 100, and maybe I'll do that someday. Maybe I will dedicate myself to getting to 100 at some point, but I might also want to know. I might also want to nudge from the audience to say, hey, you might want to stick with that game. There's maybe a little bit more than rosaries on the line. But for now, we will live with the 150 rosary prize from our new personal best. Not sure if we've ever gotten the Silksong for just these, like, simple guys. Just getting the regular ant enemies. For her. Strong together, strong forever. Dang it. It's like there's a cooldown in how often you can do the Silksong. Away, toward, for her. Yeah, okay. For her. Who is the for her in this? Find it, take it, away, toward. For her. Strong together, strong forever. It's also really easy to get seared organs from these guys, I just realized. Because they die in one hit. At least those ants do when I'm using the seared, when I'm using the flint blade. So that's a real nice easy farming spot for that. I don't know if I've ever done the Silksong for this specific enemy. Strike hard, strike lethal, all for the singer. What? Who in the world is the singer? Who would that be? Oh, did you like bow? Is this still her song? No nest, no home. Yo. Oh my god, this should have been one of our... How did I forget to do... I feel like we've missed so many enemy Silksongs. These lands, always ours, to leap and run and slay. Strike hard, strike lethal. It looked like at one point there he bowed. Like, not here when he's coming out of the ground. We're sort of catching him at the right spot. All for the singer. Strength from her, strength for her. Can I wonder if I can get him to bow again. You have to time things right. But it's really convenient just to get the song right here. No nest, no home. Strike hard, strike lethal. Wow. Fascinating, man. Absolutely fascinating. And there we go. There's our last seared organ, and I think we have all of the quest items now for that, for the Huntress. And we're getting some cool lore drops here in the Hunter's March, because I missed some Silksongs. I think we got these guys before. At least once? At least once? Question mark? Catch them right when they're coming out of the ground. The caves call, we listen. Strength from her, strength for her. Yeah, this is the way to kind of hack this. Get them to burrow underground, and then as soon as they pop, well, maybe not. As soon as they pop out, no. I just want to get your Silksong, dude. That's it. Why'd you got to be complicated? Who is the singer? It must be this statue that is in, you know, the Hunter's March statue. The one that is mysteriously, you know, we don't know who it is. Except maybe these Silksongs are giving us some clues as to who. This has got to be the singer they're talking about. Like, this totally looks like it would be a singer. But I don't think we can do anything with the statue. We've tried the needle in here before. It doesn't react to the needle in, so far as I can tell. Like, maybe I haven't held it long enough. I don't know. But I also don't see our friend who was around here. Was it Gilly? I don't quite remember her name, but the one who had... Was it a quest from her father? Something like that? I don't remember the details of her story, but she's not by the bench anymore, so don't know exactly where she's moved on to. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. These lands, always ours. The caves call, we listen. No nest, no home. This seems similar to the others, as I'd expect. Seriously? Come on. Come on, dude, really? Just let me get your Silksong. More of this, Is this still her song, To Leap and Run and Slay? That is really fascinating because, like, the song that we're playing, is that, like, are you saying, is this still her song? That was so lucky that it didn't hit us. Strike hard, strike lethal. These lands always ours. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. I do love me the Hunter Strike on the Wanderer's Crest. So good. Oh shit. Let's get you out of here, please. Stop it already. Stop it already. I wanna use my new tool, the snare, but I don't think it works against aerial enemies. We could try. That's not the button. I have to press up. But I don't think he's gonna get snared in it. If I like drag him down here, lure him down. No, it did. Okay, it does work against aerial enemies. Sweet. You just need to get them in the vicinity. They don't actually have to be touching the ground directly. Okay, that's good to know. And I'm just so fascinated by this, the fact that there is potentially a very strong connection between our Needlein song and the ants in Hunter's March. Really curious to know more. There's a dude in here going through the deep docks and wanting to bench at... Oh, I thought it was going to be an enemy that attacks me. As I sit at the bench here, I will sit at the bench in the sauna, but I think this is the Forge Daughter's assistant, isn't it? This is Ballo. He came down here to the sauna. That's awesome. Here to sweat away your sorrows, miss. The steam does wonders for a mind set sullen or a shell gone stiff. I found these lowlands hot enough already, and mine is a shell more resilient than most. To challenge that further seems a unique sort of madness. Aye, well, this is Pharloom, miss. Madness is catching. I'd say this here's the smallest form of it. Ah, can you feel it yet? All your troubles dripping away. So Ballo takes a break. Ballo takes a break and he comes to sit in the sauna. Is this the same as before? Tempered, molded, heat it, shape it. The work endures. For Pharloom everlasting. I do believe it's the same as before. We continue the task. His adorable, adorable singing voice. Also makes me think of Zote. It makes me think of that wonderful frickin' Zote. Who I hope we don't find here in Pharloom, but you never know. You never know. Okay, so Ballo taking a break in the break room. Makes sense. We never opened this door. There's a switch on the other side. Was this I couldn't get to it because I needed a double jump? I'm gonna have to go all the way back through here because apparently I didn't open this door. Okay, alright, well, time to make our way back through Giant Slug Lavaville. Giant Lava Slug Land. Which is just my favorite. Now, admittedly, I'm not sure that I've ever tried to get a Silksong from any of these slugs. Little or big. Feel its burn, never enough. Feel its burn, never enough. Feel its burn. Protection in pain. Huh. Feel its burn. When you embrace the lava, you embrace the fire. It's never enough. I wonder if I could get the big slugs to sing though. I gotta find one where I can actually stand and do the... Right here, maybe? Right here? Yes! Deeper, hotter, protection in pain. Never enough. Very similar. I would have expected it to be basically the same. We might have gotten a new line there that we just happened to not get from the little slugs. Feel the burn. Hey! I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel it that badly. Don't do me like that. Get the journal entry for the lava larga to survive while storing so much serine fluid within. Before, I would have believed it impossible, but Pharloom is home to many marvels. That reminds me that we did also get one additional pilgrim, one of these pilgrims that we filled out, the pilgrim hornfly. Birth equipped this one well. In its assault, it becomes its own projectile. Close to getting all of the pilgrims filled out. Just a couple more that we need to complete. But let's see if we can get through the rest of this lava slug territory, because there was this door I wanted to get back to because I forgot why it was locked. But we need to actually open it up. Open up the shortcut door to get back to it. How did I still take damage there? My sharp dart iframes did not do what I thought they were gonna do. Oh, there's one more. Right? If I could, I'd like to be able to just go past him. Shit. I'm not doing this right. We're gonna wait to heal. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to go past the guy. Did I seriously not open this? There were 2 doors to open. How did I? There were 2 doors to open apparently, and I didn't open both of them. Okay. Remember, kids, don't be a dingus. All right, so now let me remind myself what exactly was, like, it was a locked door that we had, right? Yes. Old diving bell, door shut tight by an ornate clamp. Okay, so we still don't have the right thing for this. We've got this locked bell. We've got the locked ornate mechanism in the white word. Would those both... Would both of these locks respond to the same key? We just need an ornate key to open these. But one way or another, we do have easier access to get back here once we do find the right key. These guys, I definitely was not concentrating on getting their Silksong. I was definitely not fixated on it because they deal double damage. Oh my god, they instantly have me right where they want me. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way to do it. Dude, he almost did the basketball shot off the wall there. How do you get these fuckers to do what you want? You need them to blind themselves, I think. Or you do something like this. This is how you do it. Now, it turns out their song is very similar to the rest. Very, very similar to what we've seen before. But this is the way. You get them underneath a platform. And you, because otherwise you're asking for it, man. The bombardiers do not play around. Can I get you? I probably need to get you to come up through the floor. There we go. That's how we do it. And the song is very similar to everybody else. But you gotta make them do a little bit of a jig first. There we go. Tunnel breach bore. What a singing voice! I feel like I'm saying that with so many of these enemies. What a wonderful singing voice! Oh yeah! Oh yeah yeah! Oh my god! Ah! Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, wait a second. Wait a minute. Hold on, there's a thing I haven't exploded up here. What the hell? Oh my god, there's a thing I hadn't exploded up here. Is this just a rosary string? It's a, oh my god, it's a bone scroll. Wow, how did I miss this? What the? Apparently, was this updraft not here before? Did I just never come back to ride this updraft? I just overlooked it, so. All right, there's another bone scroll. And we have added that to our collection here. I've been making my way. I'm now basically through, we're about to be through Far Fields. And I had just picked up the Hoker's Silksong. Because I don't think we had gotten this before. Maybe we had. Dwellings Deep, Predators Near. It's a pretty straightforward one. But we've made it through Deep Docks. We've made it through the Marrow. We've made it through Moss Grotto with mostly, you know, we've had a couple little discoveries here and there, but mostly the soil has been tilled pretty thoroughly. And except apparently there are still some bone scrolls waiting around that I had not picked up yet. One bone scroll for the road. Oh, interesting. One of these. This is where you can actually farm these guys. Oh, not that I needed to. we've gotten our farming done against these guys with the Savage Beastfly fight, but that's interesting to know that they do provide, you know, a couple flyers out here, because maybe you didn't get your Hunter's Journal filled out all the way, and you need to be able to, you know, fill it in. Aha, and there is another flyer right here. I just thought I'd come back and look here once more, just because. Why did I decide to look here? So I could take some damage. I think it's because somebody in the comments had mentioned that basically this little gauntlet here, or the parkour challenge climbing out of the lava, apparently it was designed for claw line, and when I tried this, I didn't use claw line at all. We still managed to beat it, but we didn't use any claw lines. Oh, those guys just respawn. Cool. Oh, I know what I need to do is I need to get their Silksong. That's what we need to do. That's what we haven't done yet. Protection in pain. Feel its burn. Oh, that sounds very similar to the slugs, actually. So, is it that an enemy that's been consumed by lava kind of has a similar Similar thing. Never enough. Shell soft. I think we're getting some mixed dialogue here. Let's get this guy out of the way. And then we can, once the cooldown has been... There we go. Deeper, hotter. Protection and pain. You sound like you need some serious hydration. When you're running around spitting fire, literally spitting fire, I can see why that would be the case. Never enough. It's very similar to the slugs, isn't it? Oh, I had you. I had you. I'm just gonna do it one more time, but I think we've got the idea. Yeah, it's been cool going around and recollecting, double checking, making sure we're getting all of these Silksong Needle-in interactions, because there's some cool stuff with some of these. Wait a minute. Okay, we have actually a new... This is not Pilby, is it? Have we finally found Pilby? Holy crap. We came here before to do a delivery and you were not here. Where have you been, homie? We thought the worst. We thought you were... I kind of thought you were dead. I'm like, well, not everybody's meant to survive in Pharloom. But so far, Pilby's hanging in there. Ah, hello again. What a blessing to see a familiar face on this treacherous climb. I know, my dude, I've missed you. Greetings, sir. I see you've begun your pilgrimage, or else set out for your own sake. Either way, I'm glad to see you here unharmed. Not quite unharmed. I've suffered my share of scrapes and burns. That's just the nature of the journey, I suppose. But I've seen so much. Great metal structures and vast scorched fields. The grandeur of it all is humbling indeed, even for one like me, who was so humble to begin with. I'll rest here just a little longer before resuming my climb. I wonder if we had to make the delivery. I wonder if he wasn't going to show up here until we made the delivery to Pilgrim's Rest. Because it feels like this should have been... He should have made it here a long time ago, I would have thought. Because he's been gone from Bell Bottom forever ago. I have a long way to go and much more to see. For now, though, let's just rest a little while, eh? Okay, so hopefully, I'm hoping our friend here can make it to the Songclave. But it gives me a good incentive to, you know, keep doing this backtracking, because who knows, we might be able to run into him in other places like the Halfway Home or Bellheart, you know, as he's making his pilgrimage. Hopefully you make it all the way, my friend. Let's check your Silksong one more time. Climb to glory. Why so few? Sounds like the same as before. But we have seen some differences, right? We've seen Sherma and other people whose song does change depending on where they are. So his progression here, he might end up with some different lyrics at some point. But that's all we've got for now. We're going to go back inside. I have plenty of rosaries because, good lord, it is quite lucrative even just going through the first few zones in the game and killing everything in sight. Especially when you have a magnetite brooch on. So, but we're going to check back in here because I just had this, I wondered if maybe... This dialogue, I think, is the same. Strange pilgrimage that bends and doubles back on itself. Oh, he's making fun of us for coming back. Well, we're seeing if our delivery has borne any fruit. It has not. Dang it. We're gonna buy, I guess, a couple shard bundles. We'll make it worth your while here. We'll buy just a couple shard bundles for the road, and there we go. All right. Yes, that's better. Sharing your devotion with me will surely bring you luck. Yeah, I'm sure you would think that. We'll check outside once again to see if Pilby's still here. I really would enjoy it if the delivery quests did actually bring new stock. Even if it was like a different rosary necklace or something that you could get, or a bigger shard bundle. Yay though, we found Pilby. I'm excited for that. We did not get... We still don't know where this gigantic beast is that we let out oh so long ago. Maybe it was just a one-time thing, and we're not meant to actually fight that thing again, like an actual boss fight. But yeah, I've gone now through Bone Bottom / Moss Grotto, the Marrow, Hunter's March, Deep Docks, including the harrowing Claw Line / Locked Door Simple Key section. And we don't have what we need yet for these spots where we need an ornate key, sounds like. And there's still this mysterious deposit of flint slate. I don't remember. I just looked at it a little while ago and I still immediately forgot what that was, but we still can't really interact with it. So there's something we need still there. But yeah, so from here, I guess we will just continue this same pattern that I've done before, which is up through Greymore, over into Bellheart, and then Shellwood, and eventually I need to careen over here to make a pit stop in the Wormways to get my Plasmium file filled up. So and then we should start getting into territory where we're going to start burying some. We know there are some double jump spots to get. But we're trying to be thorough here, trying to cover all the ground. So let's head up into Greymore and see what we find. I'm pretty sure we never got any of the crows and their Silksong. Shiny, shiny for us all, our nest, our clan. I don't think I ever got a single bird to do the Needle-in against. Crack their shells, shiny, shiny, all for us. This guy's relatively easy. Our caves, our land, take their treasures. Shinies! The crows like shinies, okay. Or our nest, our clan. Shiny, shiny, all for us. And what about these guys? Oh my god, they're gonna be more difficult, aren't they? They're gonna be difficult. Because why wouldn't they be? Our caves, our land. Take their treasures. Take their treasures. You gotta bait out at least a couple attacks before you go in again. Crack their shells. Shiny, shiny, all for us. Same as the other bird. So as per usual, the same pattern is the same pattern is holding. But the pattern holds that y'all are dicks. That definitely holds. But the same pattern of swoop and scratch, crack their shells. The same pattern of needing to not needing to do anything, but the fact that they bugs of the same family have similar Silksongs. And then we've got the bigger bird, although I feel like you're gonna have company. I feel like there's another one along with you. Yeah, I remember there being two of you. So I don't want a whole lot to do with two of you. What I would like to do is do this. Get you to come down here. Well, at least one of you. Hold on, well maybe now we can do... Now, oh! Okay, and that just obliterated them both. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna have to find a bigger bird. Or a different big bird to do the Needle-in against. These, I gotta say, I was not initially impressed with the snare setter, but I have become very quickly impressed by its damage. Because it sure demolishes, it just one-shot those guys. So, snare setter is good. Still don't know how to open this door. I have to feel like, this has got to open somehow. It's that kind of a door, but it doesn't quite make sense what I am missing yet. This guy, maybe we can get the Silksong. Maybe. Our nest, our clan. Our caves, our land. Shiny, shiny, all for us. Yeah, these are all basically the same. Our caves, our land. Our nest, our clan. I got the message. I got it. Let's go ahead and do another snare setter on you. We just need to make sure... Nah, see, that's the only weakness so far, is that some enemies do just slide right on by. Oh my god. Some enemies don't easily get caught in the trap. Might as well do a quick check-in here with our slave. We're also a little bit short on silk gators. Or we're short of the cap, I should say. So, get a little silk. Get some silk gators. See if there's any updates from Styx. Looks like no, so alright. And we get the same, I would imagine the same Silksong, the same Needle-In interaction. It does sure feel like Styx is the same creature as the Huntress. Maybe he's a bit smaller. But we see the wings there that certainly the Huntress has as well. I don't think we've gotten hardly any of the Silksongs of the enemies in Sinner's Road. Feed the many more and more. This guy, you know, is just so kind of intimidating that it's easy to just want to say, like, let's not do the Silksong at all. Just ignore this guy. Feed the many. Bind them. As in, bind the roaches in order to feed the many. None shall starve. Bite and claw. Bind them. Do one more. Herd them. Bind them. It's such... all these places so far, up to this point, had been so unnerving that I just didn't want to, you know, hassle with any of them. I didn't want to hassle with the extra task of trying to focus on the Silksong. The Needle-In interactions. Shit. Because sure enough, you gotta deal with roaches as it is. And it's just too much to ask, you know? I don't suppose there's any chance we would get new. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what the hell? Okay, there... new is not here. But the flies are back. It looks like... oh my god. I think they're working on preparing Chef Legoli. They're not working on roach stew anymore. It's Legoli stew. Spaghetti. Linguini. Legoli. Oh my god. Well, I mean, can we still fight them? They don't react to the Needle-In. That was my only regret, really, has been just the missed opportunities to use the Needle-In against bosses and any enemies that are kind of related to bosses. Like, so far, these guys are basically... that's the only time we've seen them, right? The roach servers in this particular boss room. But it's possible like, you know, that they would appear somewhere else, similar to the Termite, because, you know, if we managed to somehow be super pro at this game and just got Legoli first try and didn't spend any time dying, we would have to fill out our quota somehow, right? For the rest of the roach servers. But anyway, just to quickly fill in, though, an entry here with the Squat Craw. This one I did fill out as I was making my way through Greymoor. A cowardly sort. They will try to remain at range to throw their sharp weapons. Best to rush them down and cut quick. Good, good, good. So, all right. I wouldn't advise New to come this way. I know she's very much interested in all of the... makings. Ooh, that... I wonder if we could get up there. All of the innards. Yo! Okay. Okay, look at that. Are you serious? Are you... Whoa. What the hell am I looking at? What in the hell am I looking at? Is this... I mean, it looks like it's just a whole bunch of jars of... What? Pickled roach innards? What the heck? Is this... Am I looking at, like, the... Oh, there's a Silksong here! Shells to soak and define. Essence. True essence. Preserved. Remembered. Pharloom's flavor. From you all. It's Chef Lagoli. This holy taste. Shells to soak and define. Pharloom's soul. Was there... I didn't even see any silk here. I would not have guessed that there was a needle-in interaction. Essence. True essence. Pharloom's flavor. Wow. That feels kind of like the... I mean, there were so many secrets in Hollow Knight. I can't break these, can I? I don't even know if I want to break them. Like, poor Hornet's gonna be doused in roach guts and all sorts of preservatives. There is a thread of silk here. I can see it now. I totally missed it before. That is really interesting. There's an interaction for the needle-in that shows us Chef Lagoli, but in a sort of reminiscent of the collector. You know, there's a secret room in the Love Tower, or a secret little space above where you fight the collector. And I did not find it on my own, only through, I think, basically, how did I learn about it? Randomizer, maybe? I don't know exactly how I learned about it, but wow. I've been trying to keep my eyes peeled for these sorts of secrets. Like, so many of these areas so far have been so fruitless in this regard. I'm not finding ceiling secrets. I could be missing some because, you know, you can only hit so many ceilings fruitlessly before your eyes start to glaze over a little bit, and it's like, okay, I'm not finding secrets like I did here. Starting out with the weave nest, we found that one's double jump secret, and then it's just been nothing almost the entire way through these first lower zones. But then we get this one, and that's a really cool combination that you can do the claw line. The claw line, your double jump is still online. So you gotta work that into the mix. It doesn't look like we're getting any interactions though with the roach servers. Now, aka the Lagoli servers. Maybe we'll come back here later, and who knows? They might have a dish ready. Chef Lagoli is finally going to be ready to be served. Oh god. I had this marked previously on my map as a suspected double jump location. Is that in fact the case? Where was this before? I think it is. I think it definitely is. Okay. Suspicion confirmed, because this is absolutely brand new. What the hell? Oh my god, these spikes are covered in blood. They're like bamboo shoots that have been fashioned into spikes. They look like they're covered in blood. What the hell? The atmosphere. Oh my god, it actually is a completely new zone. Wisp Thicket. There's an entirely new zone in here. Okay, and now maybe this marker finally makes a little bit of sense, because there is maybe another side of Bellheart that we're going to run into by exploring in this thicket. Okay, this is fascinating, huh? This is always a dilemma when I get to this point in because I have my progression that I've kind of structured and how I want to, you know, do my backtracking through the rest of these areas that we've been to before. But now all of a sudden we have new territory to venture into. Wisp Thicket. Oh, and there's a passageway this way. What do we have over here? Do we have anything up? Can I can't pogo off of these, can I? They are destructible. Oh my god, what is it, like soot popping out of those? What is even... It's like, is it petals? There is something in this one that... There's a bench! There's a bench in this one. That's what's in there. What? So that took some serious bug coordination to get that bench into that sack. Okay, what? There's a way to go this way as well. Oh, we immediately have the map for this though. It's being treated as part of Greymoor. Okay, we can take this off now. So, all right, well that immediately makes me less hesitant about exploring. Just that it's probably most people aren't this way, but the way I am is, you know. Oh shit! What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Okay. The way I am is that I want to, you know, I want to very, very systematically make my way through each area. What in the heck? And so when a new area presents itself, my instinct is to wait. I'm going to wait until I've explored the other areas that I've already been to, and then I'll make my way to the new area and get its map and fill it in, because it just also sort of helps me structure my exploration to hopefully see things or be able to focus on a particular zone the first time I go through it in a way where, okay, I know for sure that I've never seen any of this before. My focus and my 100% attention is here. Hopefully I'm not gonna miss, or I'm gonna miss as little as possible. Anyway, it's just my way of doing things. But now that they give us a map automatically, or it's connected to Greymoor, now it just feels like, oh, this is a natural extension of the zone. Okay, a new entry here for wisps. Why, of course, we're in the Wisp Thicket. Short-lived sprite born of flickering flame. Anytime there's like a flickering, flaming-oriented enemy like this, it always makes me go back to the Grim Troop. The flame, the dance of the flame, the Nightmare King, and also this these pogoing balloons feel a little bit like they would come from a Grim Troop tent. Oh god, I was not above that. So this area was locked behind, needing a double jump. And Team Cherry, very good once again at shit. Team Cherry, very good at cluing the player who happens to notice the very, very subtle but noticeable little bit of platform or wall that's protruding from the ceiling, and thinking, oh, that looks like I can only reach it via a double jump. What is in here? More sprite related enemies. Dude, this guy, he's got a, what in the heck? Fire damage. Fire deals double damage. Maybe I should go back to that bench. This actually, I think I might actually do this. Is go back to the bench and apply the magma bell. I think I might do that. Also, I gotta remember, I get into the new zone and I immediately forget the goal of a lot of my backtracking here, which has been to track down to get these Silksongs, the Needlein lyrics from these new enemies. Or enemies that we've seen, all the enemies. We have a burning bug now that we've killed. Many-legged insect fanatically obsessed with flame. Yeah, that hood just feels very Grimtroop. It just feels that way. I've really liked this spool extender, but I have a feeling the Magma Bell's going to be better for us. We'll swap that out here. I have really liked the spool extender as I've been making my way around. It's been, when you're in familiar territory and you're sort of like, you know what to expect and you're pulling silk much more easily. How in the world? Hit. Oh, that did not destroy you. Okay, all right. There's a pattern there. It's interesting. The lamp is being counted as the wisp, even though the wisps are what are being expelled by the little lantern. And I don't even know if we can kill the wisps yet. It doesn't feel like the kind of enemy that if I tried to hit it. Okay, this is a pretty good pattern, like this. Okay. But if we tried to hit it, would it even take damage? He can appear. I see. He can just appear out of thin air. So I kind of want him to appear where my trap is. Except he's not doing that at all. There he is. Oh, that did not kill him. Wow. And now I'm dead. Because the Magma Bell does wear off. Shit. Maybe I'm not going to be exploring this new area. This is tough. Fire deals double damage. Shit. I don't want to start taking damage instantly here. We are in a little bit of a precarious... I can always use a Silk Eater to get my rosaries back, but I do have a healthy stack of rosaries now. Ah, that's a really good one. Okay, charged needle attack. Got it. Needle strike. Does the trick. Quickly run in here. That's kind of surprising. I did not fucking mean to... Did not mean to use my sharp dart, but maybe it's correct. Not if he disappears, it's not. Did I just parry him like 3 times? What the hell? Oh, and then he bursts into a fiery aftermath. A fiery death rattle. I meant to place a trap instead of using a sharp dart, so I spent some silk there when I didn't really mean to. This is gnarly, dude. And now we're gonna have to claw line. Maybe not. I feel like I have walked into the home territory of the Grimtroop. Like this is just their natural habitat. Oh, and we got you as well. The wisps having to dodge. Oh my god. All right. Okay. This is fun. Sort of. Fun. Stressful. But also kind of enjoyable because there's a bit of a dance similar to the Grimtroop. Maybe that's what they're are we getting the origin story for Grim? Is this what's going on here? That would be wild. I'm so on edge right now. Oh no, for real? So you had to, oh my god, I guess we're next to Sinner's Road. But seriously, we had to also have maggot water on top of all this? Really? That wasn't a necessity, guys. Come on. Okay, I don't think I need to go up on the left-hand side of this pillar, but they are gonna make me jump out here and take a leap of faith. Okay. God damn it. I hear a mask shard. Okay, so there is a mask shard here on the line. All right. Does the mask shard happen to cure maggots? Oh. Shortcut back. All right. I hate this maggot water, man. This maggot water nonsense. That's small. I probably didn't need to jump. My mistake there was I should have done... Well, see, the thing is, if you're in maggots, if you've got the maggot water, you don't even necessarily have a claw line. But that's what I should have done, right? I shouldn't have jumped. I should have just freaking used the claw line. A neutral claw line. That would have done the trick. Anything under here while we're in the maggot water, we check all the potential maggot secret locations. The Wisp Thicket. Let's go back to the bench. Dang it. Dang it. Jeez, so many spikes. So many spikes everywhere. Holy crap. All right, we're out of silk, but we know how to destroy these wisp lanterns. The secret here is... Oh, well, I guess I didn't get the very first hit. One of the hits in the flurry there did not connect, so it didn't destroy it this time. There we go. Now, proceeding upward. Do they just want to... They probably just want us to... I always overcomplicate these things. Boy, that was an expensive face tank. Good lord. I'm going back to the bench because I'm just like there's going to be another one of those things, and I'm not doing it. I'm not taking. I'm gonna get my health back. I'm gonna get my health back. It'll be fine. How do we deal with that though? The next time, so I don't take 5 masks of damage. How do I frickin' do this, man? It's a good thing they gave us a bench here. Shit. Hold on. Fuck. I don't want to aggro the thing before I can get my needle charged. That's what I want to do. There were still 2 of those things that spawned. You know, they're not the worst things to dodge. It's really not that difficult to dodge them. If you're expecting them, you know? Okay, I suppose that's what we were supposed to do. Is this a frayed rosary string, probably? Oh, baby, it's our second of the episode. Bone scroll. Let's go. So we do have, oh, there's a bell here. At least that's what it feels like. It feels like the outer, what the hell is this? Not the bag. There's something in the ceiling, but I don't think we can interact with it. Okay, I'm going down. I'm going down. Another bone scroll. I guess we're gonna see what's in the other direction, though. Because that felt like the exterior of a bell, and so I was getting the idea that this was next to Bellheart, even up here where it's like right next to the Citadel or the Underworks. Man, so if there's a, like, I guess this is technically a subzone, but you start to imagine like these, there's a whole lot of the map that is not really used. And even though we're kind of at like the edges of the map, who knows where all these little, like right over here, this could extend into a whole nother zone. Who knows how much is left in this game. Oh my god, it's exciting. You just don't know. The wonderful process of discovery in the world of Hollow Knight. I'm gonna go with this thing this time. If I actually, I almost pressed down in RB, but I'm gonna try to get him to just walk into the trap naturally. There it is. There we go. That's how you do it. And then you walk away and let him burst into flames. Cool. The more I'm using it, the more I'm liking this snare setter. Good wide variety of applications to and it does good damage. Although it's a little scary that these guys do not get one shot by it. Okay, so there's not maggot water here. And we could go underneath to avoid the wisps. I have forgotten the thing that I was gonna do. I have forgotten my claim to wanting to do a Silksong. I don't know if it's gonna work though against these guys. Call us, call us. Okay, it does work. But you have to put up with some wisps tracking you down. I was gonna say, how's it gonna react to the water? There is like a little, there's an explosion, but also the steam dissipating. That's so cool. Burning shape all together. Swoop, burn, seek. God damn it. Wait for our bell to come back. Burning shape all together. Call us, call us. Burn it, burn it. All right, we get the idea. Burn, baby, burn. All the burn. All the stacks of burn. I love the little steam animation, though. Ah, but I can't charge when I'm in the water. Oh, there's another one up there. Okay. And there's more this way as well. Is there another... so we have the wisps and then we have the burning bug. Okay. Let's, which way do we want to go here? Let's go up. Shiny. There's a rosary necklace. Oh. And a sus ceiling. No? Yes. I just need to do one more hit. Oh god. Spikes. So many spikes. Why? Why does it have to be so many spikes? And I have no silk, man. Where's my silk at? We must not be generating silk off hitting these things, right? They're like, they're considered inanimate objects or something. They're not silk spilling individuals. Okay, there's a sus wall right here next to me. So it feels like we're making a connection to the Citadel / Underworks. Ah, and maybe... Well, no. Okay. I thought for a second, I was like, we're going to make this connection here. No, we're way far away from that. Not even close. So there's the sus wall. Oh, there's a whole bunch of craft metal here. Awesome. Or it's a craft metal, right? We've been wanting craft metal. Give me that. Awesome. There is, I can also see the silk here for the needle in, which reminds me, before I remembered this off camera and I have marked it. I did some during episode editing and I noticed that I missed a needle in interaction where we picked up the snare setter. So we need to go back there at some point. We'll see if we get to that this episode. But that's on my agenda. On the to-do. Too tired, too hungry. In dark, forgotten. Toil no more. Eat and quiet. They get to toil no more. They finally... Is this the dying thoughts? The dying song? Too tired, too hungry. These poor guys, man, work to death. Work to frickin' death. They couldn't even, like, where were they going with the craft metal? Where were they even headed? They took a wrong turn and they never made it back. So this is not a connection to the Underworks, but like so many other parts of the world, it's kind of the amazing, wonderful thing about Silksong is that every time when you're on like the border between zones, you kind of get a little bit of a, I don't know, a blending of the textures or the environmental styles, all the environmental trappings of Mossholm, for instance. You get to see when you're on the edge of the Marrow or the Weave Nest. You kind of have that crossover between Weaver architecture and moss overgrown everywhere, which is awesome. We picked up I guess a bone scroll here and a craft metal. So those have been added to our inventory. Cool. So now we get to pick one of these things. We have 4 different things to choose from that need craft metal. Oh, okay. We just did this guy earlier. There's another one of the Fairlid divers. Okay. You're a little too conspicuous. You gotta blend in with the territory a little bit more. Yeah, these little things in the ceiling. I thought I've got that. We had that little pipe that Chef Legoli popped out of that we were able to get up inside, and now I'm thinking that is. I'm looking for. It's on my mind. Looking for more ceiling traps. So these are just the Fairlids, but I believe we got their Silksong as well, didn't we? But maybe not. Let's check it. To hide, to nest, to live, our darkness. Pretty standard stuff. Our caves, to hide, to nest, to live. And you give me silk. That's nice as well. Okay. For a second, I thought it was a dead end, and then I saw, oh, it's a, okay, there's shell shard deposits. I thought one of them might be moving for a second. Thought it might be a shardalard, but I don't need shell shards right now, man. I'm stocked. I'm so well stocked. So I guess we leave that there, and maybe I come back to that at some point in the future. I'll mark it, but I don't know. Am I really gonna come back to this? I don't want to come back here. But this is my min-max brain hurts. But I don't want to take it. I don't want to take it because I don't need it right now. It's only like 10 shards, but I need the value. Okay, I remember you being right there. And then, okay, way to go up and way to go down. Up goes into a whole new room. So I guess we'll go here first. So many secrets. There's got to be a shard alert in one of these, right? They're setting us up. They're setting us up. Now this one is quite a few more. So what we'll do is we'll change the marker. We'll put the marker over here. Because that's worth coming back for, right? Maybe. Depends on where this all connects to. Do we actually connect to the Underworks? I feel like there's still another path. We came up through this secret hidden ceiling, and we are in the Underworks, sure enough. We are actually in the Underworks. So, yeah, I kind of want to also explore the rest of the, I want to explore the rest of the Wisp Thicket, but let's make this connection, right? There's a connection here to be made, I suppose. So let's do this first. We got our Kevin blocks to deal with here. Ow. I will not heal yet. Although I might need to if I'm going to be using claw lines. Let's just go ahead and use it now. I'll do the heal now so we get our extra little bar of silk. And then I can freely use claw lines as needed. So there's an opening here. Like I don't have to use a claw line. I'm just checking to see if there's any other little openings that I might be able to squeeze into. But okay. Okay. Oh shit. This one is tight. This one is real tight. Alrighty. Do I hear a flea? Do I hear a flea be free? Let's go. It's been a while since we've checked in with the Flea Master. We should probably do that. They could have one more location that they're going to head to. I think he did kind of hint at the fact that they would be moving. But I suppose it's all right. We get as long as we get like a fill up on our flea brew before they leave. Have we gotten your Silksong? Surely we have, right? Son of a bitch. Okay, well, now my preservation spent 4 masks, didn't get a single lyric from a stupid little... Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Get out of here. It just annoys me, man. Stuff like that just annoys me. Especially if it ends up costing me my life. There's another connection here. Are we back to... We're close to previously explored territory on the map. I need a claw line here. Just like that. Like I was like, I have to get a little bit closer to the wall first to claw line, but you don't have to. The claw line doesn't have to grab onto anything. It just can do the claw line thing. It's just the claw line. All right, there we go. Now, oh, this breaks. Ooh, is this gonna bring a whole bunch of like shit down on my head, isn't it? Holy crap. Would I have taken damage if I'd have just stood there? That's why they give you this little cover, I think. All right, I think we are now actually connected to where the Underworks, it all connects. We're playing Hollow Knight, man. It all connects. Wonderful. Let's get a charge up though on this guy, or try to get a charge up. How did he not aggro to me, by the way? How did he not aggro to me? That actually filled out our journal entry. What are the chances? The Underpoke. They toiled incessantly for the Citadel, their shells bent and grayed, and now the kingdom's curse means not even death can relieve them. Need 5 more of the Underloft. A few more of these Underworks enemies to fill out. I'm almost certain we got this guy's Silksong, right? We definitely did a fair bit of this when we were in the Citadel. Or in the Underworks the first time. Bonk him on the head, get him interested. Oh my god. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Rest and fade. Shells bend, shells break. Jesus Christ. Their pathing AI leaves much to be desired. We were chosen through duty, through purity. Cool. I don't want to do Underworks backtracking right now. I feel like the Underworks is a section that I am not enthusiastic about backtracking, because I have been through here now like a couple different times, and it feels very picked clean. With that said, there are like a couple spots here where maybe a double jump might prove fruitful. This elevator shaft could have something in it. And I'm still curious about this connection, or a possible Bellhome NPC inside of something here, but that might connect through the wisp thicket. So let's make our way back down into the thicket and see where the rest of that territory goes. Of course, I knew it. I knew that there was going to be at least one more of these guys. All right, hold on. We're going to take the battle back into territory where I'm not sandwiched. Oh, the wisps do burn out after a certain amount of time. What is he doing? What is he doing? I do want to try to get his Silksong, but he's one of the more dangerous enemies to try to be doing this with, right? Because the wisps. No, fuck. Shit. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can, dude. No, and I took a little bit of residual damage there. My Magma Bell is doing work, though. I don't think we're gonna be, unless I get him when he's reappearing. I'm really running the risk here. My thought is to try to do the needle in as he's appearing. That might be our opening. But then he's not appearing here. No. Too far away. Like, we can get him momentarily, but we need to not have a wisp on our ass, you know? If we've got a wisp coming toward us, it's bad news. I think I'm gonna have to pass on doing the needle in here. We'll figure out something with these guys. There's 2 of them though. Fuck. Oh my god. We really got to get one of them out of here. At least one has to go. Sharp Dart. I do have Silk for Sharp Dart, although I'd love to use that for a heal. Oh, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. 2 of them. I really wish I could charge my needle strike in the water. The wisps found me. The wisps freaking found me. I'm gonna have to use a sharp dart here as much as I want to save this for a heal. God damn it. Man. I'm gonna get a heal. I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my game plan here. I gotta get a heal. Okay. Because I needed to be able to do a little bit of face tanking to deal with one of you. The fact that those wisps actually have much smarter pathing than the Underworks guys. There we go. All is fire. Father? Sira scold us? Who's the father? Who is the father? That's an interesting little... We've got to get more to that story eventually. Is Grim their father? Am I trying to do some sort of a cross-universe connection here that doesn't exist? But man, I can't be the only one who's thinking that there's a connection here to the Grim Troop. I still want to get another... I want another one of them. We got to get more to this needle-in flavor. I see the passageway up there. Is there anything else in this room to go for? Not seeing it. The ceiling is far too high for us to access via double jump, so up we go. To the left we go. Need silk. Fortunately, at least the burning bugs give you silk. We are, as I thought we might be, we're coming back into where... Oh shit, gauntlet room. Shit. Is it a gauntlet room? I see all the hoods, the burning bug hoods, all around. Dude, this... Father... Oh my god, wait a minute. It's a giant wicker man. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm seeing the weak spots, I guess. These are the weak points that we gotta hit. Maybe. But I need to get make sure my magma bell doesn't... Okay, alright, okay. Father of the Flame? It's a giant wicker man. The fuck? Okay. At first I thought it was like an effigy to the heart of Grim. I just jumped into the stupid flame. I thought it was an effigy to the heart of the Nightmare King. I don't know, maybe it is? I got too greedy. You gotta space out your pogos a little bit here. I didn't dash for some reason, but I guess it was because I was still stunned. I had hit the ground and I ran into a little bit of a stagger. Man, these wisps are blocking. They're standing right in the way of me pogoing. Okay, all right. Round, not round, but number 2, weak spot number 2 has been disassembled. I need to use claw line. No. It's a fucking wicker man. This is so weird. Oh, there's actually 4 of them. I didn't even see the one on the left-hand side. Shit. What in the world did I just run into? Is the core like overheating and I took fire damage where I don't think it was doing that before. I could go through the center of the thing without taking fucking damage. We're not getting any soul or silk from this. We're not getting any silk at all, and so fuck healing. Forget about healing, dude. That ain't gonna happen. Shit. Oh god. It's a giant burning man. It's a giant burning man. Father of the flame. What the hell? So you need to charge up. If you're going to have Silk going in, you got to get charged against the burning bugs. Oy. So, like, this crest is fine for this. But we could certainly give ourselves... Man, if only I had Plasmium. What helps us out here? I don't know if there's any tool that really does us a big service. I wonder if Threadstorm could potentially kill the wisps. But ultimately, Silk is not going to help us. Maybe Memory Crystal. Memory Crystal plus shields the bearers, they bind their wounds. No, I think I need the Fractured Mask. Let's go Fractured Mask, Memory Crystal, and the Magma Bell. We'll try that. Is there any other Pogoing? Oh, dice. Yeah. Dice faux show. Give us the dice. And yeah, we'll see. Wait. It's not this way, it's this way, right? We have a map now, right? We have a map. So, okay, this actually... There's no map connected with the Wisp Thicket. But it is green, which doesn't really go with either Greymoor or the Underworks. But then you have this part that does look like it's connected to Bellheart. And this must be what we heard, right? We from the Underworks. That's what this marker is. This marker is inside of this bell. These fools have built a giant. It's the Bug Burning Man convention over here. It's not a. I've never been to Burning Man. It's not called a convention, but if there's any Burning Man enthusiasts in the audience, feel free to fill me in on the correct nomenclature. But Jesus Christ. Like the tool that I have though is just not. I might as well use my Flea Brew here, right? Because otherwise, I don't think the snares, they don't help me at all, at least yet, from what I can tell. But maybe they will help me once... See, I could be teching totally wrong here. Let's just leave the snares in place, because maybe we actually do get to use them in whatever the second phase of the fight is. So this guy, we need to get a little bit of soul against if we can help it. Damn it. Okay. Okay. I think I'll go back to the bench. Now that I have... Oh, but I forget. I always forget that we get silk from our cocoon. I do forget that. I'm still going to... we check our journal entry, if nothing else. These ones somehow learned to call and guide the scorching wisps that share their thicket. Whether through dominance or reverence is unclear. We're just right here at the bench, though, so I might as well take that. Could I just run past him? Sort of. There's gonna be the double here, though. All right, well, it'll have to do. It'll have to do. Because we'll go ahead and we'll heal and then use allow our silk heart to do its thing and then grab this. It knocks you down to the ground. Okay, so no matter what, you're having to You're gonna deal with... God damn it. I'm getting so greedy. I'm getting so greedy, dude. Okay, this is not the way to do this. Not the way to do this. Just take your time. Take your time and don't rush. I'm like in this rush to immediately frickin' break the Wicker Man weak points. That's supposed to be a pogo. I'm just... How do I fucking pogo around these things? Okay, that was better. Okay. All right. Now what? Now what? Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, we're doing this. Shit. I thought I could get away from that by just walking. Okay. Dude, that first place was so sloppy. That was so sloppy. We can do better. We'll get this. We'll get this. We will get this. How do I get past that guy without taking damage? Can I just jump over him? That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Oh, I forgot. Dash under here. Now this last sequence here, where do they appear? Okay, that was better. That was better. It might be better to not, like, focus on one in particular. I don't know. Like, maybe rotating between them could be... Because it's already beneficial to just rotate between one of the weak points and one of the, balloons. But eventually that pattern dies out. Now, the wisps actually, if you pogo in place, they do kind of avoid you? Question mark? Oh, I thought I could pogo the weak spot. That was bad timing. Unfortunate timing. Okay, much better. Wait, there's still one more I haven't dealt with. Whoops. I thought I was done. I thought I was done. Oh, I thought I claw lined that. Thank you, dice. That I bonked. And then I... Goddamn. Taking the double damage is so bad. I should really go back down and recharge after losing my magma belt protection. So then when he's doing this, we're just surviving it first, I guess? And then what? Or do I need to actually pogo the big ball? I do need to pogo the big ball. This is an entire... It's an entirely pogo-only boss. Damn it. It sucks when they're coming from off screen. It sucks when you can't see them, that's for sure. This feels very doable. Very, 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 very doable. The snare setter is not useful at all. It would certainly be useful to have some plasmium. I do have 2 more I could use, right? I could use the last 2 plasmium that are there if I wanted to. Is it good? Would it be a good idea to use flint slate? Use fire against the fire boss. Fight fire with fire. Could Delver's drill ever work here? To just do a bunch of extra damage? Can try it, but I feel like it's gonna leave us vulnerable to the wisps. There was one more. Thank you, dice. Holy shit, I thought we were doing a phase transition. They shot one more at me. God damn it. But the dice had my back. Oh my god, fuck. Trap. I dashed the wrong way. Meh? Okay. Oh shit, I can't go up when it's doing that. I mean, it's a good way for me to, like, do damage while also getting out of the way of the wisps, I suppose. Like, it's an okay-ish move. This so feels like there's Grim, you know, shooting out the pufferfish fireballs. That's what that feels like. I should claw line. What am I doing? I should claw line that. Okay. Okay. All right. For real? Okay. That was it. Okay. Out of my game, Wicker Man Dork. Father of the Flame, totem and god, built and worshipped by the burning bugs. The remains of an aged bug were housed at the pyre's heart. The structure suggested they wished for immolation. If so, I have seen their wish granted. I still completely forgot to do a needle in. I don't know if we could have, but I get the sense that probably most, if not all, bosses in some way can be interacted with using the needle in, and I forget about it. I get so into like, I want to kill this damn thing, god damn it. I get this bloodlust of wanting to just, you know, beat the boss. And I just forget about the needle in. Until it's too late. Maybe I'll do a special second file just to get boss needle in interactions. That will be part of a second playthrough. Whether that's on the channel or not, I don't know if that would be something we would do here on the channel, but it is something that I want to do at some point. We got a new tool from this. No, it's actually a blue charm. I guess those are tools. Wisp fire lantern. Broken iron lantern containing smoldering wisp fire. Wisps will spawn from the lantern and burn foes at the cost of silk. Oh, dude, it's like, what was the charm in Hollow Knight? Your little bee babies. Were they bees? The exploding babies that you would spawn. Glowing womb. It's glowing womb. This was totally it, though. This part that I had marked here at the bottom of the Underworks was totally... You could hear the burning bugs. Oh, we can climb that. The burning bugs doing their ridiculousness in here. Doing their ridiculousness. Can I make it out of here without dying? Yo, what are you doing? Did he just self-immolate? Did the dude just say, nope, I'm done? No mas. Oh my god, we killed their father and they're out. They said we're out. I don't even want to deal with it anymore. I'm out of here. That's kind of amazing. It would probably be now would be a great time maybe for us to get that needle in interaction. Let's get our health back first of all. But now is it much easier to just kind of walk up and do the needle in while they're sleeping? Sleeping. Or are they just gone? Dude, they might just be gone for good. Oh my god. The burning bugs are gone. The father has been destroyed, and so they don't have any reason to live anymore. They were so fanatical with their devotion. I'm kind of a bit stunned at that. That is kind of an amazing, for a video game to do something like that. I mean, it's not unprecedented, but it's not something you regularly expect. You just expect, at least in Hollow Knight, it's like, oh, I sit at the bench and the enemy comes back, unless it's a one-time enemy. If it's not a one-time enemy, it just comes back and it's always there. That is such a twist. Wow. Huh, there you go. The Wisp Thicket. I do think that is where we will wrap up this installment of Silksong. Thank you all, as always, for hanging out with me to the end of the video. This has been, it's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter episode for you all, but it has been a longer episode for me, having recorded this over several sessions now. That's the nature of backtracking, but I would say it's been a very fruitful backtracking. I love the discovery that we made here at the end of the Wisp Thicket. What a freaking Burning Man. And then the disappearing acolytes. They drank the Burning Man Kool-Aid and said, "We're out of here." We also did get a lot of additional flavor from really trying to be obsessive about collecting Needlein interactions from the enemies that are left, the NPCs that are left to be interacted with. And there are still some open questions, like this Craw Lake, the Craw housing, where there's got to be a door. This door that feels like it opens. I just don't know how. I don't understand it. And but we did pick up a craft metal finally, so we've got some options to consider once again to add to our tool repertoire. We will make a return trip to the Weave Nest next time. I am feeling like these earlier areas are starting to feel very picked clean. I'm really not sensing a lot that's left in most of these initial zones. But again, the nature of Hollow Knight and Team Cherry's ability to hide secrets, I can't say that with a certainty. But we will continue next time, I think, from Greymoor. My natural progression of going from kind of like sweeping horizontally across the map and then coming back across from Greymoor to Bellheart into Shellwood. We still have to hit up the Wormways to fill up our Plasmium file. And then who knows where some of these other markers are going to lead us as we eventually get around to them next time. Excited to see where it all goes. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.